Hi guys, today we're going to have a look over the juror questionnaire. So lately I've been thinking a lot about the jury and just trying to work out how or why they managed to get to the verdict that they did. So when I was looking through the docket, I saw the juror questionnaire and I thought, I think we should look at that. So here it is. And it just goes on about how it's important to get a fair and impartial jury. And there's no right or wrong questions. And that's it, really. There are no right or wrong answers. So background information, highest level of education, English proficiency, medications, vision or hearing. So just all the basic stuff. Have you been on a jury before? And what type of jury? Are you a student? Are you a post-certified law enforcement officer? Are you a veteran or United States military? Have you, any member of your family or close personal friend, ever studied or received training in medicine, psychology, psychiatry, social work, or counselling? Law enforcement, criminology. Have you, any member of your family or close personal friend, ever been involved with any group that advocates for or provides support to victims of crimes? Have you or a close family member ever been arrested or charged with a crime? Have ever been a victim of a crime? Have you ever been employed in law enforcement, corrections, or prosecution? Do you know or have you had any contact or relationship of any type with the defendant in this case, Edrick Faust, or any member of his family? That's important, I think. To your knowledge, do any of your close personal friends or relatives know Edrick Faust or have had any contact or relationship of any kind with him? The prosecutors in this case are Clark County District Attorneys Lisa Pappas and Chris Bolden, and District Attorney of the Western Judicial Circuit, Kalki Yalamanchili, or Yamalama Ding Dong, as we like to call him. Do you know or are you related to, or have you ever been represented or prosecuted by any of these attorneys or any lawyer or other person associated with any of these attorneys? Are you employed by or related to any member of the Clark County District Attorney's Office? Have you, any member of your family or close personal friend, ever been the victim of, witnessed to, arrested for, or charged with a crime? And if yes, please explain. Do you have a financial or other interest or stake in this case or its outcome such that you would stand to gain or lose anything, depending how this case comes out? Do you have any knowledge of this case gained from any source, and where? Do you have any knowledge of this case gained from any source? Isn't that just the same question? Okay. I've never heard of this case. I recognise Edrick Faust or Tara Baker's name, but do not recall any details. I remember the basic subject of the case, but not much else. I recall this case and can describe some details. I have followed this case fairly closely. Do you belong to any group or organisation that is seeking to affect how the court system works? Do you have any religious, moral, or philosophical beliefs that would make it difficult for you to sit as a juror? This is about the high degree of media attention. If selected, you'll be prohibited from reading or watching media accounts of the trial, consulting external sources, doing any research about the case, including on the internet, and discussing the case with other people in any oral, written, or electronic form. While you are a juror, you will not be permitted to post anything about the case on social media sites such as Twitter or Facebook, and will not be permitted to publish anything about the case on a blog or any other online forum. Would you be able to abide by these rules for the entirety of the trial? Have you ever visited the home of Tara Baker or Edrick Faust? Have either of them visited your home? Did you or an immediate member of your family attend the University of Georgia Law School from 1st of January 1997 to December 31, 2003? Have you ever been questioned by any member of law enforcement, any private investigator, or bounty hunter in connection with the death of Tara Baker, including but not limited to the GBI, Athens Police Department, Clark County Sheriff's Department? Did you ever provide a DNA sample, either voluntarily or subject to a search warrant, for comparison in the investigation into the disappearance of Tara Baker? That might be a typo. Did you ever attend or were invited to any memorial service or dedication, event, or program for Tara Baker? I know someone who was invited but didn't attend. Did you ever personally report any information or tips to any member of law enforcement, any private investigator, or bounty hunter in connection with the death of Tara Baker, including but not limited to GBI Police Department? And did you ever personally report any info, including on the website there, which I don't think exists anymore? Are you now, or have you ever been a friend or follower on any social media sites, including but not limited to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, of any of the following persons? Interesting. Look at this list. Wow. Who's Eugenia Ferrero? Chandler Harrelson? Okay. Reddit page. Oh my goodness. Okay, there you go. Stephen Barden. Are you now employed or have you ever been employed by UGA Law School? Have you ever been involved with Athens Rotary Club or ACC Sane Inc.? What's that? I'm going to have to look up what that is. Are you related by any degree to Chris Melton, Steve Augustus Curtis, or William Bryan Barrett? Do you recall seeing news coverage where law enforcement publicly announced an arrest for this case? Have you ever watched over the internet or on any electronic device any court proceedings related to the charges currently pending? Have you ever been interviewed by any member of the media in connection with the death of Tara Baker? Have you ever lived in the Deer Park subdivision? If yes, what years? How long have you lived in Clark County? Do you have Facebook or other social media? Are you employed? Do you think the defendant in this case can get a fair trial in Clark County? This case involves an African American defendant and a white victim. Would race or interracial dynamics make it more difficult for you to be fair and impartial? Interesting. I wonder how much insight people would have into their answering of this question. Have you ever felt uncomfortable with interracial dating or interracial sexual relationships? Okay. Have you ever listened to or followed true crime podcasts, documentaries, or programs? Have you already formed an opinion? If you've heard of this case previously, well, obviously you wouldn't have formed an opinion because remember, his name never came up in the whole 25 years. Privacy, blah, blah, blah. So there you go, everybody. That was the juror questionnaire. Some interesting stuff on there that I'm going to have a little bit more of a look into. Bye.